Monday, April 27, 2020. There was a smiley pirate in the Twitter canoe who had a wonderful day today, and we did have a question about dramatic dichotomy, and I thought to congratulate him for his first wonderful day that I would make a little video here to answer his question for him and share with everyone, because it's a very important set of ideas, and it's going to be a huge tool in your tool belt, and it's going to really make you a lot of money. So this is very valuable and it's important. And the question is, how do dramatic dichotomies work? And here we have price kind of going sideways, right? So by definition, what I mean by dramatic dichotomy is when price is going either sideways, as it is here, and yet we have momentum going up, right? So when price actually went down into this candle, I went long, deep into the red of this one, based off of this dramatic dichotomy here. This is just something I'm trying recently as an R&D experiment, so you don't have to do the R&D experiment. But if you want to wait for that W, certainly that is perfectly fine. That's what I did for a long, many months. Right? Down, up, reclaim the 15 EMA, back down again, back up again. Nice little W pattern here, and of course you sell in the first kiss onto the 50 SMA. Then after that you need to wait and decide, is the 50 SMA a ceiling or a floor? Your price, to my mind, said it's a floor, so I actually went long here, and I had to endure this pullback here, and I sold into this doji here thinking it was a double top. Okay. And if we look, this is actually an M pattern here. It went down, went up a little bit on this blue candle, back down again, back up again. Another thing is, if we look here on momentum, so not only is dramatic dichotomy relative to a straight line, it also has to do with this W, right, this kind of a concept. Here at these candles, momentum is really high. Candles are about the same, even a little bit higher over here. Look at momentum over here, way less. This is waving you off. This is that guy at the end of the aircraft carrier with his flags, waving you off the flight deck. Don't go along here, right? Sell. I mean, that's a dramatic dichotomy there. When price is in the same level and yet momentum is far different. That's what I mean by dramatic dichotomy. But you also have to be mindful that price can either decrease or increase on a lower momentum. So here momentum is quite high. Here it got lower on lower momentum, before it actually kind of turned around. But here's a nice place. Momentum went in a straight line. And we went from kind of, negative momentum to this little blue candle here, which is actually positive momentum. Well, that's an alpha candle right there. And if you look, it's a teeny little W pattern. Down, up, go along there. Okay. So I think I've explained that well enough. It's not a huge idea, but it's a very profitable one, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to show you something else. Price stopped here. Why did price stop here and bounce up here? How can we predict that, right? Stock market's all about prediction. So let's collapse this a little bit. And if we look over here, over the weekend, price really went, skyrocket. It shot up from $65 to almost $68, right? That's when I use Fibonacci retracements. This tool over here, you place at the bottom of the move, click. You go to the top of the move, click. And now I'm going to use this little hand tool. I'll move my chart back over again. And we're going to expand this a little bit. And look at that. To the penny. Price hit it, bounced up, went down. Nice little W pattern there, right? Or maybe even a triple U if you want, whatever. But that's 50% Fib R was the bounce point. That's how I use Fibonacci retracements traditionally for the bounce. So big move, it's got to be a big move, and then you kind of hope for that bounce thing. So that's how I had a beautiful trade there this morning. Okay, so I just wanted to point that out. Let's get rid of that. And, if you don't have Fibonacci extensions, you must look at a move like this and be totally baffled. Because, why did it stop here? Why did it stop here? Why did it stop there? So let's draw our Fibonacci extensions here. This is the beginning of the move, right? The bottom of the flagpole. And top of the flagpole, bottom of the flag. And where did price stop? On the absolutely wonderful and amazing 130.9% Fib extension. Boom, 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 boom. Right? Hit it. Came back down. Tried to reclaim it here, the momentum is way less. So that's letting you know that we're not going to succeed over here, right? I mean, it's dramatically different. Yes, once in a while, price does rise on a lower momentum, but it's more rare than common. Okay, so this is a huge Fibonacci extensions right here. And then if we go to SQs, right, for those people who don't understand Fibonacci extensions, why did price make these moves, this little stair step, right? Stair, 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 and then collapse. They just must be baffled. This is why so many traders lose money, but not the smiley pirates, right? So bottom of the move, first significant pullback, right? And now it just all makes perfect sense. Hits 25% fib, bounce down, right? It hits at one time, does a pullback, then pull vaults over, right? Doom, up to the 50%, back down to the 25% here and support in the 15 EMA. Pull vaults up here, hits the 75%, which is also very strong. And once, twice, 3 times, couldn't go over. Price came back down again. Need to find support. Found support in this 15 EMA. Finally went over. This is an alpha candle right here, right? This nice reclamation here. That's what I mean by reclamation. It's reclaimed this line as support. Not resistance here, but as support. So it's claimed it, but claimation is a weird word, so I say reclamation, even though it's the first time. Anyway, weird syntax there. Right? So it hits that fib, bounces down, pull vaults up to the next fib, right up here, bounces back down. Now it can't reclaim it. Right? It's going down. Here it finally went over. Here it hit it once, and then a little blue candle here, and it's just falling and falling, right? And if you look at the momentum, it's just collapsing as well, right? Went down to this fib, did a little dance, tried to reclaim it, and blah, 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 right? So fib extensions take the mystery out of the mysterious, because without fib extensions, I don't know how traders do it, because whatever. It's a mystery to me, right? Here, price went up. So it shot past, didn't quite make to the 161, came back down for support, right? Did another push off the 15 EMA here, once, came back down, tried to reclaim it again, but momentum again is just going way down. All the oomph is going out of the market, and look what happened. This gigantic big pullback, right? And on we go. Okay, so look at here. Price is almost in a straight line. Look at momentum. Now, it didn't actually go very high. It went to the 130.9, where it kind of did a little M pattern here and came back down, right? So here we have price in a straight line, but momentum is all this color, and it's going down. So you're not going to go long there. But now we have kind of a similar spot over here, right? The same price point here, and look at momentum. It's nice and positive. Now, again, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to have a huge rally, but it did bounce up. So if you're long on T-cubed, you would stop here because your momentum is dying. So this was for Patrick. Congratulations on your good day. Woohoo! And so everybody, I'm going, as I said,